I'm Ronnie, the singer, and I'm from Jacksonville.
You're from Jacksonville, Florida? Is the whole band from Jacksonville?
Come on, man. That's where we live.
All over the
and the drummer right here from Spartanburg, South Carolina.
What's the drummer's name?
Artemis Pyle.
Say southern name. What's your name?
Bill Powell.
Bill? What do you play, Bill?
Play piano.
Play the piano? Yeah?
Gary.
Gary?
Guitar.
Yeah.
Leon Wilkinson, bass. Alan Collins, guitar.
And
King guitar.
guitar. It's a big band. You got, what, 7 guys in the band? Yeah. How long has Lynyrd Skynyrd been together?
The singer and 2 of the guitar players have been together for like 9 years.
9 years?
Inside of 10.
Yeah?
The group that's playing right now has been together going on, what, 3 years? 3 years. That's good.
Is it true that the name Lynyrd Skynyrd came from a high school athletic coach or something? Or phys ed director?
That's a question we get asked most often. And yes, it is true. He was a gym coach for Gary, guitar player, and an old drummer that we used to have. Used to make him get the haircut all the time, and finally got fed up with it and quit. And we wanted to play music anyway, you know. And after we got out and started the group, and things started happening a little bit, we decided we had to have a name, so we made a big joke out of it. Named it after him, you know.
This is in Jacksonville?
This is in Jacksonville.
Yeah. Is he still Jacksonville?
Yes, he's a real estate man.
Yeah. What is, did you ever get in touch with him? What did you think of his
articles in paper and all that stuff? He seems to be very happy about it. He's getting a lot of promotion out of it, you know. We won't comment on the way we think about it, you know. But, really no hard feelings.
I take it you weren't friends.
Not at the time, no.
Strictly because of the fact that he told you to cut your hair? It was just a basic hard-ass attitude.
Well, see, he was a gym coach. And both of the guys were athletes. And this particular time, you had to have your hair cut to wear a football helmet and all that stuff. And we didn't believe that. So finally, we just let our hair grow and quit playing sports. And he didn't dig that, and we played music, and it turned out best for us, you know.
Yeah. The song we hear most often over the phone, this request for Lynyrd Skynyrd, is Freebird. Who wrote that?
Alan and myself wrote it. And it's the oldest song that we did. We wrote it about 5 years ago.
It's also one of the best. There's a lot of radio stations that play a cut version of it.
Well, I think the group feels different about that. It's probably the most exciting song that we do on stage, you know, more energy. We got 3 guitar players that we're very proud of, and the whole song is designed, the rhythm pattern behind it, just to let them go to show what they can do. As far as the pattern of the song and the complication of the song, putting it together and all, is probably one of the easiest ones that we did.
What's this now? Nothing Fancy is album number 3, is that right? You making $1 million now?
We never even stopped to think about that. You know?
Yeah. I often wonder, because, you know, like you travel around a lot and you're like on a retainer or some kind, I guess, salary. Yeah. So the money goes to your equipment and to you have an accountant who takes care of all the bread.
We have an accountant that takes care of everything for us and trying to look after us in the future when there is no more Lynyrd Skynyrd, you know.
Do you see that day coming?
Of course it'll come. It always has to come, you know, but fortunately we got good people behind us, and that because we don't have no education and stuff like that, then we'll have something to fall back on when Lynyrd Skynyrd is
successful after only 3 albums. Really successful. I think in the last 6 months to a year, you've caught on harder than most other bands in the country at this point.
We feel we've been very lucky.
Really?
Very lucky.
Just a matter of luck.
Plus, dream come true.
On stage, is your show really simple? Is there any flash to it at all? Or do you get up and play the music?
None whatsoever. No flash, no nothing. We just simply try to play tight. And we feel that's where it's at.
Yeah, so how do you like playing in Miami?
This is the second time, right?
Played the stadium last time, didn't we?
Lawrenceville.
Auditorium?
Last time was in Lawrenceville. With the band,
Well,
with the Eagles and the band and auditorium right before that in Hollywood was with Big Brothers.
yeah.
Which is right outside Miami.
You're going to play at the stadium this time. You never played at Miami Marine?
No, never have. Very excited about this. We've been told we don't know yet, but we have to get there by boat. Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah, you got to take a boat out.
We're gonna
go
fetch
fishing on the way.
We're gonna fetch a fishing pole and throw it out there and see if we can catch fish on the way out. You know?
When you do it, you know, when you play, when they have concerts there, they sell passes to boats, and you see about 200 of them out in the water listening to your music.
I think that's beautiful.
It's pretty thrilling, yeah. You did a tour with The Who last year. 2 years ago. How did you like touring with The Who?
We'd never played a major concert in our life until we got hooked up with The Who, and then the first major concert we played was with The Who at the Cow Palace in San Francisco. And it scared us to death. And I think they taught us a lot. After we played with The Who on that big tour, we've never had what you'd call a real stage fright again, you know, any crowd.
What did they teach you exactly that you think is so worthwhile?
Professionalism. We had to go up there and leave the stage hot. For one thing, we had to get the people not to boo us off. And the first couple of jobs, we were scared. And after that, we had people getting out of their seats and coming up to the front of the stage to see us. I wouldn't have seen it 2 years ago, and any other act that would open up for me, they threw it off. And we were determined to really hold our own.
It's pretty hard to go up there when they're all sitting there waiting for The Who. You didn't get booed off this time, huh?
No.
That's a big turning point.
We became very close friends. We, after the show, we were being dressed in with them, and you just can't say nothing about those people. They're just not only geniuses, but forget the music. Peter Townsend and all the people are just beautiful. And, I mean, they respect younger musicians and try to help them any way they can.
There's no barriers or walls between you.
Right. Not whatsoever.
Were they the ones that wanted you guys to tour with them? Is that how that?
Originally, they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to have a band tour with them at all. And they
had a choice
wanted
of
to
bands.
tour with them because they just wanted to do the show themselves. Because of the same record label thing, there was a lot of things pulled. You know, we finally got on the tour, and the third night, I think, in Los Angeles, we played Peter Townsend. You know, we weren't about to go near them. Pete Townsend walked in our dressing room and said it was the best thing they ever played with us. From then on, they took care of us. They made sure that we weren't treated like a bunch of dogs. You know?
They called us rednecks.
The last couple of years, Southern music has really taken off, and I suppose that's due in part to bands like the Almonds and the Marshall Tucker Band.
We hit it right on the nail. If it hadn't been for Dwayne Greg Allman opening up the door and also other Southern bands, and we'd probably still be down here playing clubs. They brought attention to the South.
Why did it take so long for that to happen, personally? I mean, there's obviously been a lot of talent in the South for a long time.
Well, people from the South are always making it. For a long time.
Oh, you ain't got your fads like you had your, you know, the California groups, you know, they had their thing, you know, and they died out a little bit, and New York had their thing. And like South comes last.
Does it ever happen that you get on stage and collectively can't get any energy up at all and just, you know, there's nothing there?
Yeah, for sure.
Does it show? Do you feel like the audience picks up on that?
Oh, yes, right.
If the audience is up for it, we've gone on stage one time where Gary would be sick. I I would be tired, get up on stage and the people are ready for it. We play one of the best shows you ever played, you know.
And you're back again.
You know, it really does. It's psychological. That's how you really feel.
Sometimes you can feel that you're going to have a great gig, and sometimes you can feel done. On the other hand, you don't really know what to
Like
say.
that, I'm just talking to you, but I think we're going to have a good one tonight. We all feel good.
Yes.
So how do you feel about touring 80 cities? You going to make it through?
We're going to do it.
Yeah. Out of 80 cities, how many gigs are you going to play where you come off stage satisfied with what you do?
If we come out with 40, we'll be happy.
Right, half the time.
We don't care really about the audience things. We like to come up on stage knowing that the band is good, tight set, and we're more pleased when the band is right on it.
There's so many details that goes into it, like
There is.
the building that you play, the sound you're going to get, the acoustics, you know. Whether the sound system's going to mess up, or somebody going to blow an amp or something like that, you know, it blows the momentum of a group. And even though the crowd loves it, you know, I mean, they keep right on going, you know, it still bothers us.
Yeah.
And then very seldom do you find a gig where everything went just right.
Is everybody solo? Do you get into soloing on stage?
Piano player solos, all three guitar players solos, constantly switching off back and forth. I do very little, and the bass and drums are most
There's always a solid foundation.
most whatever song that I do.
Is there one guy in the group who is the solid foundation when you're performing? Somebody who kind of keeps it all together and keeps it rolling?
It has to be the drummer. Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
You said Ronnie.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Some
come?
front man that the audience station was.
No, I'm trying to figure out who the guy is who just kind of holds it all together. You know, 'cause everybody's doing each thing.
You mean musically?
Yeah.
I think it'd be the bass and drums, really. That's just the foundation.
As far as something definite that's like a pattern, so everything doesn't fall apart.
Because you extrapolate, you go off just about, not knowing where you're going sometimes. I suppose you do a lot of that, don't you?
Musically?
Yeah.
No, pretty much, so.
You know what you're
What
going
he
to
was talking about with me is after each song, after a couple of songs, when we get into the set and felt the group's a little bit excited or tensed up a little bit or something, and then in between the songs, something slow down just a bit, we're rushing a little bit, or something like that. And
from song to
lay
song?
back or still down on
Yeah.
whenever wasn't that watch this one because maybe you played the last one too fast and this tempo's got to be right and all. Of course, the crowd never hears that.
Yeah, right.
And we try to work on that.
Let me ask you guys what you really think about doing this kind of thing, about the whole promotional aspect of selling records and the concert tours and everything. Do you get behind that? Are you really up for this kind of thing, or is it a drag for you?
I think we try and keep an eye on what's going on because we don't want it to turn into a big hype. We want to get on the unreal stage. We like to keep everything in perspective, pretty much real.
I just want to play.
We don't like bullshit. Hate bullshit.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of bullshit to any kind of performing artist. You got to pay those kind of dues to keep your name in front of people and sell the albums, I guess, and get booked in as headliners.
Yeah, but I tell you, we really cut down on a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. You only have so much time. You spend part of it playing and part of it having a good time, the other part's set aside for this kind of thing, so I don't suppose you want to spend too much time doing it.
We work 24 hours a day.
Yeah? How do you do it?
Dedicated to this.
How do you keep going like that? It's really tough.
Well, if we couldn't do it, then we'd have to pick cotton, so we got it.
There you go. A real alternative, yeah.
We really enjoy it, it's our life. That's all it is. I'm Ron.